Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna do a little day in my life vlog, but I'm also going to show you guys my business budget today. But that video really should only take like less than 5 minutes, and I'm kind of feeling vlogging today. So I think I'm gonna vlog and then I'll just show that to you guys. If you're interested only in that part, I always have the chapters on videos, so you can either click through and see, or if you go in my description box, it'll say which time is where it starts. But it's 9:18. I'm gonna go walk on the treadmill for half hour-ish and then go home. I need to shower, get ready, all that kind of stuff. And then I need to film the business budget portion of this video. I need to take my old phone to UPS to send out so that I don't get charged extra for my phone. And yeah, just a regular work day. I have a couple of blogs to write and just, you know, getting on with the day. But I will show you what happens. Holy heck. The gym, well, I was warm in the gym and then I came outside and it's like freezing. So it's 9:57. So I'm gonna head home, shower, and get on with the day. But I did get in a workout. I watched a couple of YouTube videos while I was doing it. I was gonna go into, there's a grocery store right here. I was gonna go in and get cold coffee, but quite honestly, it is very cold. Colder than I was anticipating outside, so I think I'm just gonna drink warm coffee. I'm gonna have some overnight oats in this old peanut butter jar. All the chia seeds are at the top, which is annoying, but I'm gonna have that. Put a couple of strawberries in, and I'm gonna start my coffee. Okay, it is 12, actually. Didn't even realize it was that late, holy heck. I just did a call with my sister because she is going to help me with editing my podcast, and I've just been like putting off, I think I told you guys I've been putting off calling her, not because I don't want to talk to my sister, I love talking to my sister, but because I hate editing the podcast. Also, this camera is like really picking up on the shininess. One second. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you my budget. So for my business. So I will say this is the first month I've ever had my own business budget, and it's very confusing. Well, it's very simple. I use the same template that I use for our personal budget, but I'm like not 100% sure if this is going to be what it is. And because I'm a consultant, I get paid differently every single month. I get different payments that come in at different times, so I can't like perfectly budget everything. But I will show you what it looks like. And if you can hear the wind chimes in the background, we never took them down, so they're still on the inside of our house, and they're right next to our like heat. So actually, that better be our heat and not our cool. Okay, that was definitely our heat, which is great because it was 80 degrees the other day and now it's like 50. So here we go. Let's look at this. Okay, you're gonna hear Finn in the background because he wants to be fed, but I want to try to show this to you quickly. So here is my budget. I budgeted about $3,000 this month because I knew that 2 big payments were coming in that I actually invoiced in January. So for reference, I have 4 clients, and 2 of them pay for the next month. So when they pay at the end of this month, they'll be paying for April. Another client pays the opposite. She pays at the end of the month for the previous month because that's just like what works with her budget. And then my 4th client is a bigger client, and they pay out every 30 to 45 days. So I don't exactly know when it's coming out. It'll get in a cadence now where I should be getting a paycheck every week to every other week from them. Sometimes they'll be $300, sometimes they'll be $800. So it really just depends on how much I'm writing for them. So theirs isn't set, which is why it's a little bit off this month because I didn't budget enough. And I'm also doing this on the 9th, and I'm probably gonna get more paychecks. So if you wanna see me like finalize this budget too at the end of the month, let me know. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I'm not really showing you, this is like mid-month. So it's interesting. I've never had a business bank account. So like I don't have to, like I've been able to like buy stuff for my business. Like I need to buy a new tripod for my business because you're currently sitting on my cup because Ben broke a tripod again the second time. So, so if you don't work for yourself, a lot of times what you do is you have money coming into the business, and then you pay yourself a salary. I haven't been able to do that the last year because we needed my whole income. But now that we have Ben's income and we don't need my whole income anymore, some months we might pull most of my income over to like pay off debt, but like you also have to take into account like taxes and stuff, because if you work for yourself, the taxes aren't taken out. So actually, I still don't know how much I'm going to owe in taxes this year, and I'm like slightly terrified. So this is just a very basic budget, and then I have like a little taxes budget over here as well. But currently I have brought in $3,400 so far this month. I have like all my payments kind of up in there. I'm not paying myself a salary this month because I had a business savings in my other account, so I just pulled that over versus sending something to a new bank account and it's very confusing. So I'm not paying myself a salary this month, but these are my like fixed expenses that I'll have every month. Canva, Zoom, Libsyn for my podcast, and iCloud. And then I don't know how much my new phone bill is going to be yet. I haven't like gotten that yet. So I just budgeted 100. I'm hoping it's not 100, but it might be. So, which is fine because I have plenty of room in this budget. It's also really nice budgeting without debt. Like I don't have any debt in my business, so that's nice. I budgeted for coffee shops because if you work for yourself, you can write off certain things. So when I go to a coffee shop to work, I can write off that coffee. If I'm going there because I want a coffee or because I want to meet a friend or something, you really shouldn't write that off. But if I'm going there with, like every Monday I go to a coffee shop to work, I pay with it this way. I just have my Starbucks card set up with my PayPal account. My PayPal is connected to both my personal and my Novo account, so I can, personal and business account, so I can send it through either one. So I've technically only paid for one coffee this way, but it's because I've like messed something up. I've been to the coffee shop like twice now. But the next thing is work expenses. I bought a desk topper, and I'll have to put a tripod in there. So I'll technically go over budget, but again, I was just guessing over here because I have no idea. And computer savings, I would like to buy myself a desktop Mac. I talked to you guys about this a couple of videos ago, and I think like 2 or 3 of you said that you have a desktop Mac and you love it. So that is like something that I'd want to save for. Honestly, I'm probably going to put more than 100 in that this month. I, again, was literally guessing with this stuff, so don't really pay attention to this. I'll kind of finagle it over the next few months. It also depends how much my taxes are. I don't want to like I kind of want to keep as much money in my account. So if my taxes come back and they're like really high, I'll have some money to pay that with. But for now, I just put $100 there just to see what happens. Tax savings, I have $1,000 currently, but I'll probably have to pull more out. That I'm still trying to figure out my taxes. I don't have an accountant. Well, I have an accountant, but I'd like to get like my own accountant that's like familiar with consultants for next year, just because I think it'll be helpful for me. Other savings, I would just like random savings in my business. I would like to take a solo work trip to write, because I think I've told you guys I really want to write a book. That is considered a work expense because I work for myself. So I could take like a solo trip somewhere, and technically I would be able to write off my hotel and my meals because it would be a work trip. But I haven't decided when or if I want to do that, and I want to go when I'm like in the zone to write versus just go and like lay around in a hotel all weekend. Like I actually want to do something with that. So I would like to start saving for that. And then I just have like a miscellaneous buffer, which I technically went over budget, but again, I was guessing because I bought AirPods, because my other ones have been like on the fritz for a while, and literally yesterday they like, or 2 days ago, they like would not work. So I use these for my podcast. I use these for work. I use these for working at a coffee shop. I use these for working at home. I do also use them to work out, which isn't a work expense, but because I mostly use them for work, I can write them off. So currently I've spent $13.94 technically, with one of that being savings. And then this is like where I'm at right now. That is kind of what my business budget looks like. It doesn't look that much different than my regular budget because I used the same template because it's really easy for me, and wanted to be sure that I had everything set up. But it's 12:13 now. I'm gonna feed them lunch, and I'm really not hungry yet, but I probably should eat soon. I also need to figure out how to send my phone back, because I would like to go do that around like 1:30 or so. Let's see, what else do I have on the docket today? I have to do a blog post for my podcast. I have to add in a couple of things for my sister to help with my podcast, bring back my phone, film this video, which I'm currently in the progress of. I need to write 2 blogs, or at least start them. I need to finish an email for a client, which won't take long. I have to delete some Zoom videos for a client, which won't take long. I'd like to create one more social media post for a client that she wanted to add a new post for this month. And then I need to do some data stuff for another client. And then I need to edit my video that I filmed Monday, and I'll need to edit this video as well. But I have time, so it's like not a big deal. But anyway, so I'm gonna get to just like figuring out my calendar here, feed the dogs, and then I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Hey friends, back in the car. I'm just feeling like anxious energy today. Like I don't really have anything to be anxious about, but I feel anxious energy today. It's 1:13. I think the thing is, I woke up today and I was like, oh, I have so much time today. I don't have any calls. I don't have like anything crazy. I have so much time. And now it's like 1:13 and I feel like, I don't know, like I didn't get as much done by now as I hoped I would. I've been productive, so I don't know. It's just like one of those days where I have some weird energy in my body. I am headed to UPS and I have my iPhone to send back. So I like deleted everything and now I have to send it back, get tracking information. I think like I got weirdly anxious about this iPhone too, because I was like afraid they were gonna like mess something up or something. I don't even know. But yeah, so I'm gonna go drop this off at UPS, come home. I really haven't gotten like any significant work done for clients today. I've done a lot for my own business, which is great. And I think honestly that's probably why I'm feeling anxious, because normally I just like don't do my own business's work, and I like deprioritize that as like not most important. And today I've done all of that stuff, and so I feel like a little overwhelmed. I got off my call with my sister at noon, and I just like thought it was much earlier than it was. So I still have like a lot of work to do today, because tomorrow is Thursday, and if y'all watch my vlogs, on Thursdays I'm pretty much gone all day, and tomorrow I'm even busier. I'm gonna have to leave earlier than normal to get to the grocery store right when it opens, or close to when it opens, at 9, and then I need to go to Sprouts and then come home, because at 11:30 I have a virtual visit with my doctor. I still see my naturopath out of Chicago just because she works at like a functional medicine doctor office, so she's able to prescribe. Technically she prescribes, and then the functional medicine doctor like approves things. And I just like, I've seen 2 doctors here and I didn't like either of them, and I'm just very nervous about switching doctors. If you have like a chronic illness, it's very nerve-wracking to switch doctors, because if they change one thing, it can knock you off for months. I mean, I remember I saw a different doctor when I moved to the suburbs in Chicago, because it was hard to get into my doctor in the city, and she like cut my medication, and I went into like a 4-month thyroid flare. So it can like really mess some stuff up if you get a doctor that like doesn't know what they're doing and you don't advocate for yourself. So I just get like super anxious about that stuff. So anyway, I'm still seeing her. I have like a whole list of stuff I want to talk to her about tomorrow, because the last like 3 months since I've seen her, I just have not been feeling well in general. I think you guys have probably seen it on the vlog. I feel like mentally I'm more myself, but physically I've been having a lot more issues. I've been having a lot of stomach issues, a lot more migraines, skin issues, things like that. So anyway, I have to be home by like 11:15 to make my 11:30 call. Yeah, I think that's why today I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed, because I have a lot going on. Friday, I have plenty of time to work, so I need to just relax a little bit here. But I am almost to UPS. Thankfully, it's like 10 minutes away. I like don't like doing these things. I don't know. I usually make Ben do this stuff for me. But now that he like works full time, I have to do this kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't like this kind of stuff, but it is what it is. I think I have a mask. It's so weird. The mask mandate here is like dependent on county, and then also just dependent on where you go. So I believe the other day, like this past Friday, masks are no longer required, but for a long time people have not been wearing masks at most businesses unless they require them. Like when I went to the gym today, it said mask recommended but not required, but honestly nobody ever wears their mask there. Not nobody, but I would say like 15% of people actually wear a mask, whereas most people do not. And anyway, so I truly don't even know. I don't know either how, as someone in the chronic illness space, I don't ever want to like put other people in harm's way, because you just never know what people are going through as far as illness and stuff. But at the same time, I think everybody's tired of wearing masks, but I also understand that it's important. I don't want to start like a debate or anything. I see both sides of it really, but I always bring a mask and am happy to wear a mask if someone wants me to, or if I feel like I need to. But anyway, I think the UPS, yeah, it's right here. So I'm gonna find a parking spot and hopefully get this done. I don't know why I get so nervous about this kind of stuff. It's so stupid. It's like so simple, and I'm over here like anxious about it. This is the part of anxiety that's so funny. I literally brought the box in there and they scanned it and sent me out. I mean, I was in and out in like 30 seconds and I got like so anxious about it. Making some rice for Cora. I went and bought some. Actually, this is pretty much done, so I'm just gonna take that off. And then I went to the grocery store hungry, which is never a good sign, so I got a dairy-free, gluten-free pizza. But it is 3:42. I really need to get some work done, but I shouldn't say that. I've done a lot of work today, just not necessarily for my clients. So it's cool. Hey, cool. Hey, Pimpin. Hey, friends. So I actually forgot that I was filming. Yeah, it's 6:30. I have TV on. I'm watching Miss Fit and Nerdy because I've been liking her videos lately. And I'm writing, well, that's my calendar, but I'm writing a blog right now. I finished one, and I'd like to finish another one while Ben is on his call. And then I usually have him just like read them over to make sure I didn't make any extreme mistakes. And then I'll probably send those in yet tonight. I've been like feeling writing, so I'm like going with that. I also really would like to edit at least one of these videos, the one for Saturday, if I can. Finn is ticked because I took away his like rope toy because he's been chewing on the rope and then he swallows it, and that's not great. So that's the plan. I just finished doing an exercise for therapy as well. I had to write out this like little pendulum type thing about like feeling protection to connection, like what that feels like for you. So I did that for mine to go over in therapy tomorrow. I also have been contemplating working with a stylist. A friend of mine is a stylist, and I've been contemplating working with one because I'm kind of at that point where like, while I'm still trying to lose weight, that's definitely something I'm trying to do. I also kind of just need to come to terms with the fact of where my body is now and not wait to buy clothing that fits me until I'm like 20 pounds or so lighter. Especially going into summer, and like none of my summer clothes fit. Well, they do, but I only have like a few summer clothes because I wore like the same thing all of last summer. And pretty soon these sweatshirts that I bought aren't gonna be very helpful. And then I plan on continuing to read tonight on my Kindle. So that's kind of the plan for tonight. I'm gonna finish this blog. Hopefully, I think I have only got like maybe a half hour left of it. Watch videos and then edit some stuff. Ben, like I said, had a call. But that's kind of like the little day in my life plus my business stuff. I hope that you enjoyed. This isn't the best view of me or the best lighting, but y'all get it. So also, what are you doing? But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.